Everyone, and welcome once again to Elite Creations. Today we are going to be making what I call a Christmas tree flower or ornament, whichever you would like to call it. Okay, and it's going to be this little beauty right here. Okay, it's about 23 to 25 centimeters long. Okay, and you can use it. I say it's a Christmas tree flower because it's used a lot to hang on Christmas trees, but you can also use it as a wall decoration as well. It doesn't have to be just for the Christmas tree. Today's flower, we're going to make it a different color. I like to vary these type of flowers. We're going to be using red color paper today for the one we're making today, and we're going to do a different center for it as well. And of course, we're going to use the number 65 paper, which you can find at any of your craft stores. Alrighty, and we are going to be using a few sizes of template for this one. Okay, first we have this circle, which we're going to be gluing our petals on. For this flower is going to be different. We're not going to use a piece of cardboard since it's what I call a Christmas tree flower. I want it to be in something more that's not as heavy. So we're going to be using this instead. Okay. We also have 3 sizes we're going to be using for this flower. 3 sizes of petals. We have the large size, and it's going to be this shape. We have the medium size, and of course we have the small size. Okay, and like I always say to you guys, if you guys would like to purchase any of my templates, you may please go right ahead and send me a message, and I'll be more than happy to help you with that. Or if you want to go ahead and just eyeball it from here, you could go ahead and just go ahead and do that. Right, and that's 3 different sizes. For each petal, for each 3 sizes, we're going to need 6. Okay, usually for the middle part, you don't have to use the 6 of them. You could just use 5, but I go ahead and I just cut out 6 just in case. So for each shape, I went ahead, I outlined it, and I cut out the 3 different shapes in red, and it's 6 per shape. Okay, so we got 6, 6, and 6. Okay. So like I told you guys, we are not going to be using a cardboard for this one since it's a Christmas tree flower. I wanted to use something that's not as heavy. So what I did was I took the circle that I showed you guys, and I went ahead and I cut out 2 circles. Okay, so we used that one as a template, and we cut out 2. And I'm going to show you why 2. Okay. Usually we use one of the cardboard to glue our petals on. We're going to use this instead. So since we're going to hang it, we're going to go ahead and cut out a piece of the wire. Or if you prefer to use ribbon, you may go ahead and do so as well. Okay, I'm going to use this wire. I'm going to cut out a smaller piece. Doesn't have to be so big since it's for a small flower. And I would say this is a good size right here because we have to, of course, twist the bottom part. Okay, so that should be fine. Let me go ahead, and you may use any type of scissors or clips to go ahead and cut it off since the wire, oops, dropped it. Okay, cut up under the piece. All right, flip it over. All right, and that was about the same size as the other one. All right, let me do it like this so it doesn't fall on the floor. Okay, and like I was saying, you can use any type of good scissors or clips to cut this wire, which you can find in your craft stores as well. You can find them, have them in green and like a copper color and this color, to hang your flowers. Okay, so we cut off the piece, remember, and we come to the bottom, and we're going to twist it because that's the part we're going to use to glue on our circle. Okay, so we go ahead and to look like this, and then twist the bottom like this. Okay, so instead of our cardboard like we usually do, we're going to use one of the circles and put the glue on here and glue on the piece of wire on here. Okay, I'll show you. You can use any type of glue that you like. I like using hot glue, And if you guys have seen my other videos, I had to give in and get a new gun because my favorite gun just gave up on me. So here I am. It's nice. I can't complain, but I still miss my other one. But anyways, you know, like when you get comfortable working with something, yeah. But this is good too. It gets the work done. That's what matters, right? All right, so I went ahead and I put some glue on, just like we're doing our cardboard. We're going to do on a piece of paper here. And I'm going to go ahead and put in the wire. Let me help it so some of the glue could get on the wire as well. So what I do is over the wire, on top of the wire, I'll put a little more glue on just so it could stay in there. Okay, I'm going to show you what I did. Let me help it dry a little bit so just I can bring it up and show you guys. Okay, so this is how it's going to be looking right now. Okay, see? All right, so obviously since these are two thin pieces of paper, we're not going to be cutting out any edges because it's not a cardboard. Okay, so but we're going to continue doing the same process that we do when we're doing the cardboard. Now we're going to put glue around the paper so we could put the other paper on top of this one. Show you what I do. So, okay. I'll show you what I do so that way you guys can have an idea of what's going on here. Okay. So I go ahead and I put glue on the paper like this. And I'm going to take the other piece of paper that I cut out too, the circle, and put it right on top of that glue. Okay, and now I press down on it, of course. Just press, 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 press. It's the same process. It's just not a cardboard. It's just a piece of paper. Okay. Just press down, press down, press down. Okay, you want to pick it up and just, you know, work it in. You go ahead and do so too. If you want, you could go around and see if there's any little edges that you want to cut off. See, like here, you want it to look as even as you can. So go ahead and let's cut this piece off. Okay. Let's look on both sides. Okay. Now, if you still want to go ahead and look around and see if you need any more glue on any part, you could go ahead and do so too. I don't think we're fine. We should be fine with that one. All right. So we got that done. Okay. Now, we're going to take our petals that we cut out. And we are going to cut a slit down the middle of our flower. Of our petals, actually. Okay. It's going to be at least about 1 inch high. But before we do that, we are going to fold our petals like this. I'm going to show you one. I'm going to take our petal and we're going to fold it in half. Like this. Fold it up as much as you can until you get to the tip and just leave the tip like that. Don't fold the tip. Okay? So it should look like this. Don't fold the tip. Fold everything else but the tip. Okay? So let's do that with our other flowers. Okay? I'm going to fold it all up. See? Fold it, but not the tip. The tip does not get folded. Okay? We're going to go ahead and we're going to do that with all our petals and all the way up right before you get to the tip of the petal. Okay, so once you have all of them folded, we're going to cut the slit right down the middle from the bottom up, at least 1 inch, 1.5 inches high. Okay? So here it is. And we're going to do it right here where the fold is, okay? Like I said, cut it up about 1 inch, 1.5 inches high. Like this. So it should look like this. Okay? It should look like this. We'll get another one. It's already folded. Okay? Like I told you, not all the way to the tippy top. Okay? Should be looking like this right now. We're going to open it. And right where the fold is, in the middle, we're going to cut from the bottom up at least 1 inch, 1.5 inches high. Okay, go ahead like this. So it should look like this. Okay, oops, sorry. All right, so once we have all of them cut, all of our petals cut, folded, we're going to start gluing the edge, well, the bottom part that we just cut. Okay, and we're going to put a little bit of glue in the corner here, and we're going to bring it over, not that much because we don't want it folded in too much. We don't want that. We want it to be about this high, so it's not much. So let me see if I can hold it. You guys can see how much it'll be. Okay, like this much. See, because you want it about like this, not so much. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you where I'm gonna put the glue. From where I'm seeing it right in front of me, it's on the left flap on the right corner, bottom right corner, of course. See, like this. Okay, and now we're gonna take this one, the one, and put it over that glue. This much in. I'm gonna show you how much in. Okay, see, it's not much because we don't want it too folded in. Okay, I'll show you another one. I'm gonna take it, the left flap, put a little bit of glue on the right corner, like this, and then we're gonna take this flap and put it over the glue, like this. Not that much because we don't want it folded in too much. Okay, so it should look like this. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll, anything that's, actually you can take it off like this. We're gonna go ahead and do the rest of our petals like that. Okay, so if you did it correctly, all of your big petals should be looking like this right now. Okay, all like this, all ready. See, and it's not too deep, right? So now we're gonna go ahead and we're going to do the same thing with our medium-sized petals. Okay, I'm gonna take it, the slit is already cut, see, it's about 1 inch high, and we're gonna put glue on the right bottom corner of our left flap, and we're gonna take the other flap and we're gonna put it right over the glue. Okay, and like I said, not too deep in because we don't want the petals to stand up too much. Okay, so it should look like this, right? See, it's not that much deep in. Okay, so it should be looking like this, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do our medium ones now. All right, so if you did it correctly, then we now have all our medium size the same way as we did our large size petals. Okay, so it's, remember, 6 for each petal, and there's 3 different sizes: a large, a medium, and a small. All right, so now we're gonna do our last petal, which is the small ones. And like I said, you might not have to use those 6 for the small ones, probably just 5, but I always like to just do, you know, the 6 just in case. You never know. I prefer for it to have some left over than miss any. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing too with our small one. Okay, our little slit is in the middle, about 1 inch high, from the bottom up, right down the fold, right down the center. And we're gonna put a little bit of glue on the right corner of the left flap, like this. Okay, and we're going to fold over the glue like this, the other one. Okay, so it should look like this. And like I said, not too deep in, just because we don't want the petal to be too high. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and do all of our all of our small ones the same way. All right, so now that we have our small ones done as well, we are going to go ahead and get started with gluing the petals on our circle that we did. Okay, so here's my large, here's my medium, and here's my small petal. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do. We're gonna take our circle that we did. This is where we're gonna glue our petals on. Okay, and we're going to start gluing on the petal right in front of the wire. Okay, that's gonna be our top part. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do. We're gonna start off, of course, with the large one, and we are going to take and put glue, okay, on one side of the petal first, in the back. So flip it over. Okay, it's the front part. we flip it over, looking at it backwards. We're going to put glue on the bottom left corner of this petal, okay? Bottom left, one side only, not the whole thing, just this side first, okay? Go ahead and put glue, and I'm gonna show you how I did it, like this, okay? And remember, we're going to glue it right in front of the wire, okay? So it should look like this. And we're gonna glue it in about an inch or half an inch in from the edge, okay? So it should look like this. See, this side doesn't have any glue on yet, just one side, okay? So now, with our next petal, we are going to put glue on the whole thing in the bottom, okay? Not just one side, the whole thing. I'm gonna show you. Like this. The whole side, everything in the bottom. And we're going to glue that one over the first one that we put, a little bit on the edge. Over it, okay? I'm gonna show you how it's gonna look. Like this. See? This side is glued on completely, and it's overlapping a little bit this one here. The first one that we put, okay? See, it has a little thing going on in the middle here? All right. So now we're gonna take our other petal and do the same thing. Put glue on the bottom only. I'm gonna glue it down about half an inch in from the top, and overlapping a little bit on the other one, okay? So let's take our next one and do the same thing. Glue on the bottom, glue it in, overlapping a little bit of the corner of the other one, like this, okay? Let's take our other one, do the same thing. Overlapping a little bit. Should look like this right now, okay? And we have our last one to put in. And we're going to put, before I do it, we're going to put glue on this one, of course, all the way in the bottom. Then we're going to glue it on top of the other one that we just put, the last one we just put, like we did the other ones. But this one's obviously going to go the other underneath the one that we left without any glue, the first one, okay? I'll show you. So let's put glue on this one like this. Okay, like this. And we're going to glue it here, overlapping the other one, overlapping the second to the last that we put in. Okay, here it is. This is the one we just put. Glue it all over, and then underneath the one that we left without no glue in the beginning. Now we glue that one down. Okay, so now I put glue on this one and I glue it down. Okay, so if you did it correctly, it should be looking like this right now. Okay, now if you see any of your petals that you think it's they're too far apart, you could go ahead and put some glue on it. This one doesn't look like there's any petals far apart. So I'm gonna leave it just like that. And we're gonna start on with our next one. They're medium size. Okay. We're gonna do the same thing we did with the first one. Okay. We're only gonna put glue. We turn it around, flip it over, on the left side of the back of this one. Okay. I'm gonna show you. Okay. Just like that. And now we're going to glue this one in between two of the petals here, of the big petals, and we're gonna put it on like this. I'm gonna show you, about half a inch in from the big one, like this. Okay, just like we did the first one. Okay, so let's take our other one, and now we'll take the other one and we're gonna put glue all over the bottom. Okay, like this. And we're going to do the same process with this one. Okay. Let's take another petal. Okay, whoops. And we're going to put glue on this one. And we're going to go ahead and put our petal down like this over the other one, like we did the first one that we did. Okay, so it should be looking like this right now. Okay, so if you did it correctly, you should have it all like this. It's the same process. I just put the last one down, and now I'm going to go ahead and glue down the other petal on top of that one. Now I'm gonna see here, this one is a little bit too far apart from the other one. And this, when I mean far apart, I mean it's like this. You see how that one is? It's too high. So what I do is I put a little bit of glue behind, and I just go ahead and I put it together. See? This one's the same way too. And this is what I do. See? Now it looks all complete, all together. So now we're gonna start doing our last set of petals, which is the small ones. And it's the same process over again, okay? We're gonna take our first petal, put glue on here, just on one side, okay? And start gluing it in between the other petals there. Okay, we're gonna take the other one, put glue all the way in the bottom, and glue down here, right here. Okay. Want to apologize. Any noise in the background? There's kitties here in this house, so any noise you hear are my lovely niece and nephews in the background. All right. So let's go ahead and keep doing the same process with this one too. And you will see that with this one, we probably will not need the 6, only the 5. But it's okay because I prefer to have some left over. Okay? The same process. Yeah. And yep, just indeed, we're only going to be needing one more petal. So it's going to be just 5. So we will not need the 6th one. But it's just okay, you know. I prefer to have some left over. Alright? And now we're going to put it underneath the other one, on top of the other one like this. Alright? And now we're going to glue the last one. Well, the first one that we had. Okay? So we check our petals and see if there's any of them that are far away. Maybe this one. Just put a little bit of glue in this one and just glue it together. So it should look like this. You have it done correctly. Okay? Alright, so now we're going to finish this one with a different center like I told you at the beginning. And for this one, I want to put jingle bells in the middle. This little pack, you can find them in any of your craft stores or any stores that sell any Christmas decorations. This pack that I bought brings different sizes. This has the big one, has medium size, whoops, and it has smaller size. They're all over the place. We're going to be using for this one, let's use 3 of the small ones. I'm not going to be needing this little hangy thing they have, so I'm going to go ahead and cut them off really quick. And I'm going to use 3 of them. 3 of the small ones, okay? Let's take it, cut it off, and then cut it off here. Alright. So, what we're going to do is, we're going to glue down the 3 on here. Okay, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'll be able to hold it up before I glue it on, but it's give you an idea of how I'm going to glue them on. Something like this. Ooh, see? Alright, so let me go ahead and start gluing them down. So you could see how it's going to look. Since it's like for Christmas, I like to give it a variation on the colors and different things to use in the middle. Okay. Here's the other one. Alright, so now we're going to wait until it dries. Looks really, really pretty. Very Christmassy. Alright, so let me pick this up while it dries. Okay. Until it dries. Alright. So if you did it correctly, it should be looking like this right now. Okay? And this is the first one. So here we go. See? You can use anything for these flowers you want in the middle. It doesn't always doesn't have to be specifically what I use. So these are from something fun and festive. You can use whatever you'd like. Okay, so that's why with this one I decided to make it red and just put some bells in the middle instead of this little fluffy decoration I put in the white one. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed making this little cutie here. Hopefully I'll continue doing more Christmas crafts that you guys will enjoy. If you'd like to follow me and see more of my work, you can of course follow me on my Instagram page, which is elites_creations_80. And you can also follow me on my Facebook page, which is Elite Creations. And of course, you may follow me here, subscribe to my channel, and you could look at my other videos that I have that have other crafts as well, and anything else that you would like to learn and you don't see anything on here, or you may send me a message and I will go ahead and try to make a video and showing you how to make certain things that you would like to learn to make yourself. Right? Thank you for watching, and hope you have a very good rest of your day. Bye bye.